There's a story Jesus shared with some know-it-alls, people who question his care and acceptance of others, especially sinners. And the story is about a father-son. See, this son, out of nowhere, asked his dad if he could have a part of his savings, an inheritance now, at a young age. And the father does as he asks. It wasn't long after that the son who collected his early inheritance packed his bags and left for a place anywhere away from home. And when he found his place of freedom, he discovered that he had no control. He wasted everything he had in wild living, doing whatever he pleased, whenever he wanted. I mean, that's everything he did want. And to make things worse, and with nothing left to his bank account, there was a famine, a shortage of food where he was calling home. And at this point, he was very needy, much like a poor person with nothing to eat, drink, and nowhere to live. He found a job working as a farmer, and still hungry with no food and no paycheck. He finally realizes how foolish he's been. He comes to his senses, kind of like out of that fantasy of being free and just whatever you got to do and living however you please. He comes out of that selfishness of wanting everything he wants, and he decides, I better go home. So there he knows that even his father's workers are fed better than him. Meanwhile, he's riding away. He's not going to deal with that. He can't handle it. So he rehearses his lines, preparing to see his dad again, a little anxious and fearful that he won't be accepted. And in his pitiful and needy state, he knows he disobeyed God and his father's teachings. And so he hopes to work out and work back into his father's love, planning to work for his dad when he gets there. And then he leaves his empty life behind and heads home, his true home, the place he never should have left. But because his eyes were on other things, his heart was somewhere else. He had to experience what he went through. But he goes home and finds out something very cool. Something probably he didn't expect.